Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to today pre-market analysis, guys. How you guys doing? All right, shall we just wait for 1 more minute? All right, I will start the session, guys. All right. Shall we just begin our session? Again, thank you so much for joining me today. Always, guys, before we start the webinar, disclaimer first. All right, so basically everything in this video is purely educational in nature. All right, nothing in this video to be considered as an investment recommendation or any kind of financial advice, and you are responsible for your own trading decision. Okay, and risk warning: trading forex and safety carries significant risk, and it may not suitable for all investor. Speaker today, my name is Peggy. I'm an investment analyst and a prop trader. All right. Right. Okay, so before we're gonna look at the chart, a quick look on the news today. Okay. So basically, there's no news. Okay. Now on Monday, June 1st, we have coming up, which is 2 p.m. We have the PMI coming up. June 2nd, 2 p.m. We have another GBP for Bank of England. Okay. June 3rd, 1:30 a.m. we have Aussie dollar. 8:30 a.m. we have yen. 12:15 p.m. we have US dollar for the ADP, and another one at 2 p.m. we have the PMI. June 4th, 5 a.m. we have Aussie dollar. In 3:40 we have a GBP for Bank of England, and Friday 12:30 p.m. we have Canadian dollar. We have employment change, unemployment rate, and another one, and another three. We have average hourly earning, NFP, and unemployment rate for US dollar. So this is news this week. So high impact news that going to be affected the US dollar would be PMI June 3rd, and June 5th we have NFP. Okay, so these are high impact news. Okay, so we're gonna look at the key level today. Okay, first start off with the US dollar. That's why. Okay, again we're gonna look at the on the higher time frame, right? It is very obviously that that's why it's still being sideways, like it is very obvious. Okay, the really being sideways didn't go anywhere, and we know that is this is like resistance level. Okay, and now they're just being sideways. Okay, we're gonna see how whether this month how it's gonna um closing date, but last month if we're gonna see. Okay, they still closing with the bearish, like bullish candle, but still shorter than like the pivot candle. So it's just being sideways mostly. Weekly. Okay, now we go to the weekly. Weekly closing with a bearish candle. Okay, it might tapping in. like this kind of resistance level for the weekly time frame. Okay, so monthly is just being sideways. Weekly closing with the bearish. Okay, and the D1 also like finally, right? They had closed the gap, fully closed the gap right now. Okay, fully closed. So for D1 time frame, we just identify this one is the like first resistance. Okay. Right, this is the first resistance level. It would fall down to this support level. The right direction, right? So we have 50%. This is the zones, right? So expect that price gonna fall to this level and bounce off. Okay. Could here could bounce from here and then they can break. If they can break, put below, then continue. Okay. Okay. H4, right? In H4, I will pick like, okay, this is intermediate resistance level. Then we're gonna monitor. If they can break above this level, first resistance I'm looking at. Yeah, because there's a other block here. There's the other block here. So basically, we want to wait like to see price might go in the box, see the rejections, see the rejection, and then you can sell target at this level in H4. Okay, so we're gonna see this. How price gonna react? Then second, just put this one at the body for the second resistance in H4. Okay, tapping in 127, 161.8 is somewhere below in the zone. Okay, so we can just leave like 127 and 161.8 and see how price gonna react. So right now price is bounce. Want to see if we see the rejection, then we can sell to this level. Okay, second support, I would pick it here at 98.27. This is going to be the key level for the DXY. Okay, that's to be the zones. Okay, move on to the EURUSD. Let's just remove, go on a higher time frame. On the higher time frame as well, okay, we will see that whenever price, this break of the like resistance becomes support, it's the same, it's being sideways as well. Okay. Monday closing with the bearish candle. Price has tapping in this OB, which is this rejection. Okay. Let's go to weekly. Okay, weekly we can say that price go back and test the resistance level. Okay, this is like weekly resistance. I would say price could come all the way down to this kind of support level in the D1. Okay. This is a D1 support. This is a resistance. That being exact 50% Fibonacci level. See that? So right now we can just like see how price is a close above. We're gonna wait for pullback. Later we go down to the lower time frame. Okay, to see how it hit for level. Fully close the gap as well. Okay. Okay, so intermediate support level at 1.1656. Okay, this would be level, and then I will pick this one. Monitor at this level. If not, we need the first support here, and we have the over here. Okay, if price did not respect intermediate level, meaning that they're gonna come to the support level. Okay, and then to continue. Okay, this if you see confirmation, maybe continue. If not, this level, break out, pull back, and continue. Okay. Second resistance. Tapping in, extension, falling. Okay. So we see how price gonna react to this level at the intermediate support level. Okay, nice. Okay. Do you on a monthly time frame, would say that still in the bearish. Okay, monthly, this is still key resistance level. Okay, and these zones, right? The resistance level is here. Price slowly went up, tapping in. This resistance level have 88%. Okay, we go down to D1, have a closer look. D1 time frame. Okay. Right now, they are tapping in this first resistance. This is come up from the overlap support level for weekly. Okay. Page 4. Page 4, price win. Let's just put the reason high is here. Okay. 61.8%. Bounce off from, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna monitor at these zones. Somewhere at this, because of this, resistance here. Okay, breakout, support level. Now it's resistance, breakout. So this gonna be my first support. Okay, I'm gonna monitor that first. Second support is here in need 4. Okay. In H1, let's just put it in H1. Let's do the kilowatt in H1. Okay. At least we aim for like the recent high. Okay, which is the first resistance level. So we're gonna see how price react here and bounce off to at the first resistance level. 50% fifth, 50% fifth, and then the projection as well. And extension. Okay, we're gonna see how false the level. Let's just do in H1. Okay, because H4 the kilowatt not very clear. Let's say, what about the next resistance? If they break above this high, we're gonna, this is the second resistance level, and then you see that you have the extension 127. From where? From, we're gonna zigzag here, target here, right? Second resistance. If they break above this high, okay. USD CHF. Monthly is not very beautiful. The lowest one in the monthly with this week was 0.7061. And then there was another week was here. Okay, like that support level. Still monthly strong with the bullish candle to me. Okay. This is a kind of resistance. Okay. Lower time frame resistance level. Let's just go to the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, right, we can see that price really close below, like this 0.765 59, and there like it was being sideways. Okay, for weekly time frame before that here, like it was ranging, like from here to here. Right, before they break out, this candle like breakout, and then now it pull back this level. Okay, D1, and again in D1 time frame, since they touching the resistance level, and the D1 time frame is being sideways. Okay, first resistance, and this second support. So basically sideways. Okay, it's really being sideways. Okay, H4. Okay, how is H4 gonna look like? H4, I will say like this, first resistance. Okay, second resistance I will pick here first. Second support is at the box at the low the box. So this is the first resistance that I think we can find, or it would somewhere here. Plus, if you identify the wick, then you may catch like this level in E4. Okay. Second resistance, yeah, at the upper box, the upper one. So that's gonna be the level. Again, it is being sideways, so we trade with the ranging, so you sell, okay, at the upper, we buy at the lower boundary. Okay, then we're gonna monitor. With the UCAT. Okay, so now this is really tapping in resistance level all the way to the support. Now it kind of like bounce off. The kilo is still the same. Okay. Second resistance is still there. But this might be the lower time frame. So this lower time frame resistance, which is H1. Okay, we got in H1 here. We will say that price all the way to the support pullback. Okay, I'm gonna do in H1 first. This is the second. Okay, and now if price come back up here again, so it's already pull to the resistance level 50% to 618. I think I was expect that price gonna fall from here and pull back and continue to second support level. Okay, we monitor here, and in D1, price broke below this, make the M pattern here, tapping in Okay, we have each is at FVG at these zones. Okay, so we expect it just that price gonna close below the first support level, and then we're gonna monitor at the first support, close below pullback gonna be the flip zone. Okay, it's gonna be SNR. Okay, UJ. Last month, let's just look for the money. Wow, last month closed really strong with bullish candle. This is create the demand zone. This gonna put at the support level. This is the resistance to put at the body. Okay, we will see how the monthly time frame. Let me go back to the UCAT again. UCAT. UCAT we can say that is breakout. Right? In D1 or in H4. We can say that it confirm is here. Okay. We can say this gonna be breakout. Right, so breakout test, then I think we expect that they will all the way down to the support level. Okay, in H4. Okay. Weekly still closing with strong bullish candle. So it's just that this is the other block. Right? In D1 time frame, narrow down the zones. You can see this is the OB. This is the body of the monthly candle. This is D1 support level first. Okay, and we can see that they gonna like closing with the bearish candle. I mean, very engulfed, so they come and test the another very engulfing candle, which is the OB in the D1 time frame. Right? Go to H4. Okay. Closer look. Price close below this level. When price go to the other block, you can see the price action continue with the bearish candle. Bearish candle. This is bearish order flow. Okay. Yeah. Let's just put we have 61.8% somewhere around here. Okay, I'm gonna put this one at my first support, which I'm gonna monitor because I'm referred to 6.8% plus the fair value gap. Okay. Come here. Then second support refer to the this level, but I'm gonna move up a little bit. This level. Let's see how price gonna react from this level. The structures like it's not really beautiful. This is gonna be my key for the big trend. This is gonna be the support level. But let's say if price can close all the way here, meaning that we're gonna look at the like 157.90. But right now, these are the key level I can find. Okay. At least like they're gonna continue to tap in. This I would say that for resistance, which is here. But right now they're tapping in here, 78.6. Okay, let's see how. Okay. And then we're gonna put at the recent swing high. The high here is second resistance. I've got in hit 4. First resistance, we can click the resistance, and this would be second resistance level. At the aim for the first. Okay. Give it dollar. Wow. Break from the resistance, pull back, become the support level, tapping in. The FVG fair value gap here. Okay, you see that? Break all the key level. So meaning that monthly closing with the bullish. Okay, might go back, but we started to see they make the high low. Okay, we may say that they kind of in the monthly, either they're gonna make the triangle here. You're gonna monitor weekly. Okay. Weekly time frame OB. Strong bullish candle as well. D1. Okay. D1 time frame finally we were being sideways breakout or which is May 27. Okay, so right now we also can see that they breakout of this resistance level. So I will say this is going to be my pullback support. This is second support. We go to H4. We go to H4 because we want to have a closer look. Okay. Also, in H4, let's narrow down the zones. Second, then before that they break of this resistance. Okay. For support, again support. We can put at the body intermediate monitor. Okay, because if we look here, we might say this is overbought already. Right, and the next resistance. Very hard to find. Let's just put this at the first resistance level. Or the extension is over here. I'm gonna put this on the first resistance first, okay? And second resistance in E4. Let's just put it there. Okay. Let's just put this and see how price can react to our key level. All right. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is okay. Respect the resistance become the support level. Now it's the resistance. Price go to the resistance level. There is a zones, right? Support level. Second. Okay, the key level of our peak is still the same. Okay, let's just monitor at this level. And then I'm going to identify in H1 instead. Second resistance. Okay, we leave it there. I say 127 and 161.8 for the extension. Okay, in H1, but the O or D1 is a bullish. It's just like, you know, if you just look here, I will say in the bullish move. I just leave it like that. Okay, let's go to oil. Okay, monthly time frame. This one at the body. This one the ATH. Right. This one at the body. And now price did not close above 116.69. It seems like monthly closing with the bearish candle. If the bearish candle, we say okay, this is gonna be the sell zone, the OB. Monthly support, yeah, is here. But I'm gonna move down to this level instead because of this kind of rejection. We zoom to weekly. Weekly, I would say they're doing a triangle. Okay. They're doing a triangle. We go to D1. Right? They make a lower high and then the lower low. There's a gap here as well. It was May 22nd, gap down. Okay, let me mean that there's been squeezed. Okay. Now look at H4. Right? Okay, we will say this is our first resistance. And the support level, equal to like this support. Second resistance. But of course, we know that there's still the gap. A bit gap there. Okay, and then second support we put at the body, then is here, the recent one. Right? Because somewhere is being squeezed right now. But the oil or what I can look is like this. I just say second resistance is here. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the gold. Okay. Monthly time frame. Okay, in the monthly time frame, we also would say that in the bearish candle, bearish closing with the bearish, okay. And weekly, weekly closing with rejection, strong rejection. Our support level is still at this zones. The body did not close below 43.81, closing with the bullish rejection. Okay. And D1 time frame consecutive. But right now what we want to see that price have to close with the body where at this 45.71 with the body, right? Bearish. Okay. But of course, this is very nice overlap resistance. We still have the D1, which is last price went all the way down, which is May 28, Thursday. Okay, tapping in. And this one we have 61.8, right? You see that cannot close below 61.8. Okay, so we're gonna monitor this, whether they're gonna make the flag here, and then they're gonna continue here or break this key level, okay, or go all the way to this. They're gonna do something like that, or go back here again, which you have the channel, and that is gonna be the D1 resistance. But the money is still in the bearish, okay? Still in the bearish. Weekly. Right now, okay, right now, D1 need to close above this level. Okay, now we go to H4, right? You look here, if you just draw the body, this is liquidity, is clear. Last Friday, gold had cleared the liquidity as well. Based on the week, clear this liquidity here, and you say that closing below 45.70. About 500 pips. Going to be tapping in 50%. We would put just clear liquidity basically, right? And if we look really closely, we have the fair value gap here. Six 50% price close below. Okay, why the support level? In H4, let's just put this at 4,500, somewhere around there. I may have to go down to the lower time frame. H1. Let's just put 4,005 to 4,007. Just say support would be 4,000 to 407. Okay, and the second support. So they and 61.8%. Okay. So the support level which we're gonna monitor at these zones. Okay. So it's done. Second resistance. I'm gonna leave at 50. Okay. Okay. Let's do one more, which is the BTC. BTCH4 just being sideways. Look at the monthly time frame. Okay, I don't know how the market gonna open react. So this is the support level. I would say that it break below this, right? With the body close. So this is my resistance. So it's monthly closing with the bullish candle here, but now it's raised off from the resistance. So you see that the momentum is still in a bearish, okay, for the BTC. Just monitor at 82,430. If the body close, the next level in the monthly, I would say here, as like just say 100K. Right, this is resistance. I think they tapping in the break below the level. It's a FVG here for the weekly time frame. Plus within we have the within the zones. Okay, within the zones. This is a second resistance, but we're gonna zoom to D1. Okay, D1 time frame. Okay, second resistance here. I'm gonna move D1 support. Okay. And then this is D1 resistance. Okay. Second resistance. And this is the second support. Okay. Of course, in D1, I would say that they make the like higher low, right? They make higher low. They might test the trend line. One is here. In the bigger picture, we might see something like they might either here and then continue. Okay, higher. So let's say price gonna react to this level in D1. This is in H4. Now it tests the trend line. Let's just do in H4 time frame, right? In H4, this gonna be that resistance. Okay, so if price respect here, if they want to continue, you need to break all the H4 key level. You see that this is no volume. Okay. In H4, we will say this is a support level. H4, second support is here. Okay, just monitor at the trend line plus. It break below this. See how they gonna react. Okay, just monitor at those like level. Okay, guys, so that should be all for today. Okay, so I'm gonna catch up with you guys again in 2 week time. So happy trading, guys, and thank you so much for joining me. Take care and good luck. Bye.